Welcome to the Mind Over Money podcast with Jessen James.
Hey there, it's Jessen James, and welcome to another episode of the Mind Over Money podcast. I'm so excited to have you here. If you're new to our family, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. And you know the drill, guys. If you get value from anything that I say, please leave a review, subscribe on your favorite platform, and share this episode or the entire podcast with someone that you care about. So I want to go straight into what I'm going to talk about today. And that is something that I believe has been lost in society. I think a lot of us, unfortunately, are falling into this trap of doing this one particular thing that is massively affecting our progress and affecting our overall quality of life. Now, what am I talking about? I'm talking about honoring your commitments, doing what you said you were going to do. Now, look, here's the thing. For many of us, we say stuff like, I want to start a business, or I want to make more money, or I'm going to look after my health, or I'm going to get fitter, or I'm going to spend more time with my kids, or I'm going to do, and we get into this habit of saying these things, but then not actually doing them. Now, over time, when you consistently say you're going to do something, but you don't do it, what starts to happen is your own mind doesn't believe you. Your own mind doesn't believe you. Because you're so good at saying something and not doing it, your own mind starts to take you out of the game. And what do I mean by this? If you constantly or frequently say you're going to do something but don't actually do it, what you're really doing is you're training your unconscious mind to realize that you're not going to do it anyway. And that, unfortunately, feeds into this self-fulfilling prophecy of you never doing what it is that you're going to do. And that needs to change, my friends, if you want to get ahead in life, because we can't keep on saying that we want to do this. We want to get better. We want to be healthier. We want to have more money. We want to have more time, want to have more freedom, whatever it is that you're looking for, but you don't follow through on the actions that you need to take in order to get there. And that's the challenge. For many of us, what shows up in intention doesn't show up in behavior. And like I said, if you continue to do that every single year, you're conditioning yourself to not do anything. And ultimately, you're going to look around you and see all these other people doing what it is that they said they were going to do and getting results from it. And you're going to sit there wondering what happened and feeling sorry for yourself. Look, it's not the end of the world. There's time to change. If you want to change, then that change starts with you. And I want to give you some practical tips right now on what you can do to ensure that you follow through and do what it is you said you were going to do. So let's break this down a little bit. What's the psychology that's really going on here? If you say you want to, I don't know, lose 10 pounds of body weight because you want to fit into your favorite pair of jeans or your favorite dress or whatever it is you want to do. If you say that's the goal you want to achieve, that's what you're going to do, then there are certain things that you need to go and do in order to get there. For example, you need to eat cleaner, you need to work out more, all that kind of stuff, right? We already know that. Now, here's the thing. Why do you want to look better? Why do you want to fit into that dress? Why do you want to lose 10 pounds? To ultimately feel happy, right? You want to feel happy. Now, what does not doing the things to get into that dress do? Makes you happy as well. Not going to the gym because it's more comfortable makes you happy. Not eating healthy and eating actually whatever you want to eat makes you happy. Is it making sense? So both courses serve the same purpose, which is to be happy. Now, here's the thing though. Would you want to be happy or would you want to be proud and happy? Say that again. Would you want to be happy or would you want to be proud and happy? What does that mean? Well, knowing that they both serve the same purpose, doing the actions to actually fit into that dress or not doing them, they both serve the same purpose to make you happy. But knowing that one of them will make you proud and happy and the other one's just happy, which one do you want to choose? I don't know about you, but I like waking up in the morning and looking at myself in the mirror and being proud of the fact that I gave it a go, being proud of the fact that I finished what I started, being proud of the fact that I honored my agreements and honored my commitments to myself, not just other people. I love doing that. Even if it doesn't quite work out the way you want it to work out, you can be proud in the fact that you did what you said you were going to do and at least you gave it a shot. And that, my friends, is the ultimate form of happiness. Being proud and being able to look at yourself in the mirror. Because let's be honest, if you're not doing the things that you need to do to, for example, we're talking about losing weight here, but in any area of life, but if you don't do the things that you're meant to do to lose weight, when you look at yourself in the mirror, are you going to be proud? No, you're going to be feeling massively disappointed in yourself. So this temporary happiness of skipping the gym turns into disappointment. This temporary happiness of eating crap instead of eating the right foods, it turns into disappointment. Is this making sense? So what's the point? You've got to understand, my friends, that there is honor and dignity and pride in doing the right thing and doing what you said you were going to do. So look, how much longer are you going to carry on just saying stuff and not doing it? Do you want to be that person that gets a name for themselves that is that person just talks a lot and never does? Look, don't be that person who talks so much and has nothing to show for it. It's just, what's the point? It's like the worst thing that you could do. And for those of you who have kids, your kids are watching. Your kids are watching. They want to see whether you are honoring your agreements and honoring your commitments. And if you're not, then they're going to copy you because they love you and they're going to carry on doing what you do. And before you know it, you've given them, they've inherited this horrible trait of not following through, having no honor, having no dignity, and not finishing what you said you were going to do. Like, come on. Do you want your kids to have that? I don't want my kids to have that. I'm very conscious about what I do in front of my kids. I know they're watching. I know they're watching. So if I say I'm going to go to the gym, I go to the gym. If I say I'm going to eat good, I eat good. If I say I'm going to do something, I go and do it. I make it happen. Why? Because I want to be proud and happy. I don't just want to be happy. Is this making sense? So look, my friends, honor, integrity, finish what you start. Yeah. Be proud. These are the things that are going to get you moving forward. So if you've fallen off the wagon, if you've not been on the wagon for a long time, you can always start today. You can always press reset. But the key is to be able to look at yourself in the mirror, hold yourself to a certain standard, and make sure you do what it is that you were going to do. Because at the end of the day, I know nobody else is going to kick you in the butt. No one's watching. No one's going to hold you accountable. But look, at the end of the day, the pain of disappointment, the pain of looking in the mirror and looking at yourself, knowing that you didn't even do what you said you were going to do, the pain of you passing this negative trait onto your kids, let that fuel you, my friends. Let that be the thing that holds you accountable. Wake up in the morning, look in the mirror, be proud that you gave it a go. Don't look in the mirror and be disappointed. Make sense? Cool. So before you leave, make sure you leave me a review, my friends. Leave me a review. It doesn't take you long. Subscribe on your favorite platform, please, and share an episode, maybe this one, with someone that you care about. All right, beautiful people, do that for me. It takes you 2 seconds. All right. So hope you enjoyed this episode. And until the next time, I wish you all the wealth, health, success, and happiness that you truly deserve. My name's been Jessen James. It's been an absolute pleasure being your host on the Mind Over Money podcast. And I'll see you on the next one.
You've been listening to the Mind Over Money podcast with Jessen James. Don't forget to subscribe and follow on all the channels. Links in the show notes. Please also leave a review and visit www.jessenjames.com to find more resources on how to create the life you deserve.